It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
I'm ready.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey,
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, Etienne once more. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 22 and a first down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they'll go again with Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hey, Alpha! On your left!
On third down, here's Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And he's into the clear. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the
touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. (21-0) our score after 1.
You ready? Hey, exit. Hey, hang on.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. It's really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lawrence. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Down. Rock it.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get...
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They go play action with Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Now a first down throw, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the...
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Sit that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Sit that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know